Don't mind the mess, but Christmas is in full effect at the SAG household. What is this nonsense? What is that nonsense? What is that nonsense? Looks like your boy's going to be breaking down some boxes and putting them away real quick for tomorrow's trash day. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Sag Glitch, aka Sag Day 14 of SAGMAS here. And today's theme for Spirit Week, right before school is out for holiday break, today's theme was dress as your favorite holiday character. And so immediately I go through and I'm thinking about it. I was going to wear a onesie to talk about Sven from Frozen, but realized that your boy's a little bit too big and I get a little bit too hot and I didn't want to sweat through that. So I decided on the next best thing. Yesterday, and even in the video, you guys can see that I'm wearing a red shirt that says, "Ah," like when Macaulay Culkin, who played Kevin McAllister in the classic hit Home Alone, slapped his face with some aftershave and didn't realize what was going to happen to his skin. That got me inspired. I was thinking, what did Kevin McAllister wear during that movie? And of course, he's got the classic red sweater with the dark blue jeans or dress pants. But when he was home alone, get it? Home alone. And he had on a white sweater with some, I think it was green pants. I went with the green pants myself while he was watching Filthy Animals and eating ice cream. I'm actually going to put the picture right here. When I stood up in front of my class and I said, "Hey guys, what holiday character do you think I am today?" And when they were saying Santa Claus, I looked down and I go, first of all, not funny. Secondly, no. Now, I'm a good sport about my way. I've been big all my life. I don't care that they find it funny to make a fat joke because your boy's a bigger guy. That's kind of low-hanging fruit, so that's the kind of intellect that I'm having to deal with at times. But other ones were like, well, you got blonde hair, your hair's not normal. And I mean, my wife told me straight up, if your hair's like that tomorrow, we're getting you a haircut. I mean, listen, when I do this, it's nice and cool, all that good stuff. Ooh, like 1,000 times better all of a sudden. But Macaulay Culkin went with the straight part down the middle and then towards the front. It kind of look like John Gruden right now with the hair. I don't know what's going on up here. And if I can be an NFL coach with the Super Bowl win, by all means, Zebra, Tango, Alpha, Romero, Zebra, Hawaii, X-Ray, Delta, Patrick Mahomes, and everyone else in the quarterback room is straight up like, dude, that's the best play I've ever heard of in my life. But we were actually talking about that over this past weekend, making fun of John Gruden and having him do the tape and how crazy it was with the plays, because our kids have wristbands with like maybe 18 plays on it, if that. They can't remember a single one of them. And kudos to the coaches on the 8U team, because I can only imagine what it's like trying to have them understand, looking at the wristband, flipping it up, figuring it out. Whereas our kids are smart enough and been around football long enough now to where they can make adjustments. So when we say, to flip, meaning that it goes to the other side and we still run the same route, our kids are able to make that adjustment. So today in school, we actually had a gift being placed in our mailbox, and we didn't know what it was as teachers, and it actually came out really nice. And I'm not going to show you guys the back because that gives away the middle school I teach at, but give me 1 second. Actually, you can see here, it is a 2X. It is straight black with the long sleeve. Don't know how much use I'm going to get out of it, but look at this eagle. Look how intense that is. That's legit. Whoever's making this, whoever made this logo, your boy might rip this logo out and start running with the eagle versus the bull. But as you can see here on the back, let me kind of fold it where I don't give away some stuff. Look at that. The Eagles mascot of the school, and that's like, it's great quality. Sure, probably costs about $30 to make. It's actually impressive. I like it. Definitely going to rock it when I can. Tomorrow, it's Ugly Christmas Sweater Day, so your boy's going to, of course, wear his brand new ugly sweater PlayStation version because I haven't got to rock it yet. And let's face it, I'm a gaming guy. That's where I started. I'm probably known more for the vlogs now than anything else. You guys probably were like, what the heck is this guy? Who is this guy? Why am I even coming across this page? But if you're here, check it out. If you like games, cool. If you don't, cool. Got a lot for you. But tomorrow, definitely going to rock out with the ugly sweater. I mean, I don't find it ugly, but the main point I want to get across today is how fun today was. It was a lot better day than yesterday. And we just got off the phone with our little one's case manager and talking about like just the balance that you have to be able to come together, because technically I believe that she has to be seen. I was told they have to be seen roughly every 30 days. I could be wrong because she's under a year old, but just having her case manager understand that we are like so busy here lately, number one. Number two, we got to get this house cleaned up before we let anybody in here. And what is funny is that they've been pretty good about working with us and scheduling visits, but in reality, they don't have to do that. But it was so funny. We told them in text, like, hey, man, listen, we don't have time this week to do it. We are more than welcome to schedule you on next Monday when we are out of school. This week is the last week of school before Christmas break. We got a lot of stuff going on. Every day we come home, we doing stuff. So please be, willing to work with us. If not, we understand. And he calls and he said, well, what about tomorrow? If Friday didn't work and Thursday didn't work, why would today? Why? What? So Friday you got a Christmas party, so you'll be back late. How about Friday after the party? What? Dude, we gotta wake up at 5 o'clock to go to a tournament. What do you mean? Just being understanding of people's schedules. Being willing to work with people goes a long way. Super frustrating when people aren't on the same page. I cannot tell you how many times I asked someone in, the little one's case, I asked them one thing and no one knows what's going on. Everyone has a different answer. Everyone has a different address from us, and we have been here for 3 years now. It's crazy. It's frustrating, and that's part of the lifestyle, but god dang, can we get it together? Bless you. She's frustrated. She's just over there hanging out. She's got snot bubbles running down, but yet I'm pretty sure she understands our address hasn't changed. Oh, say the people are overworked. The people are underpaid. They're understaffed. So are teachers. But yet, no one's coming to our aid to figure it out. We have to step it up. Speaking of which, and the last thing I'm going to talk about before I get infuriated and start turning to the Red Hulk, there was a memo sent out to elementary school teachers talking about libraries in the classroom. And with this whole law passing this year about gender and about relationships and stuff like that, I'm not getting into it. But basically they were like, if you want to keep a library in your classroom, you have to scan everything and categorize it and be updating everything. Every book that comes in has to be categorized. Every book that leaves has to be updated. And that's just more busy fucking work for these teachers. My wife, who's been doing it for, 12 years now? 13 years? Since we've been married? Well, actually a year before we've been married. She shouldn't have to do that. She's one of those few teachers that go above and beyond. She sits here every weekend planning it out. She's a lead teacher. She's been a lead teacher at every single school that she has worked at. She goes above and beyond. She earns her fucking paycheck and plus more. And yet we have to sit here and categorize all this stuff, and you don't trust us as teachers. I'm sorry to say this, but little Johnny out there is not going to be impacted by what we say in the classroom other than what we teach and how we treat him. Our life outside what we believe in, we don't bring that to the classroom. And if you do, you need to take a step back. What I bring to my classroom, there are no politics. But we do talk about personal things that have gone on. We talk about things and how they could have been changed and how we could have handled them different. And I tell them about personal experience, not because I want them to think a certain way, but to learn from my past mistakes. Point taken. When I went and we were talking about the triangle theorem and we were talking about the converse of the Pythagorean theorem that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, the converse is if a squared plus b squared equals c squared, then it is a right triangle. If we do this, then we get this. If you turn in your work and it's all correct, then you get a 100. If you put in the effort, then your grades will be up. And we were talking about straight lines and how I got basically trespassed from a older home, old people's home, elderly community when I was in security when I first moved down to Florida because my wife was working at the mall that was literally 2 blocks away. And instead of driving, I decided to take a shortcut through this community. Didn't see any fence, didn't see any signs for trespassing. And basically, I was one step off of the property, and they stopped me to give me a trespass because people like me who have nothing to hide, who walked out in plain daylight, and no offense, guys, I'm 5'10", like 280, and I got shoulders that are 3 feet wide. No one's missing me. So if you were going to say something or do something or do your job, you should have got to me a long time ago. But I'm trying to teach these kids the same thing. If it's questionable, always ask. Always get the okay before you just do it. So with that rant being done, being frustrated over with, super cool long sleeve shirt, super cool character mix. Hope you guys are having a great day, great week, great month, and great year. We're still on it. Day 14 out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.